My name is Joe Roche. I'm here in Ballymoney, Gorey, County Wexford. Dairy farmer on around 140 acres in total between rented land and owned land. We keep around 110 cows. We run a Holstein herd. We have started to use some flex and we have a few sucklers as well. So it's nearly a whole grassland farm. Some years we do a bit of rye for forage, it goes into the pit for feeding. We are a liquid milk farm, calve all year round in the sense that we calve in the autumn and follow through calving. We finish calving in March. Part of the EIP programme, we created this water retention feature, and the community came together trying to improve the water quality between here and the beach in Ballymoney. Well, the physical thing was digging out the area here and creating a wall down the middle or a dam down the middle, bringing in the soil here to keep it the way it wouldn't overflow onto the field. Then there was a few dams down along the Gripe we put in. And they are all aimed at towards keeping silt and not letting silt flow or be carried down to the beach, and so cleaning the water as it went and retaining any maybe nutrients that was in there. So they will be cleaned out now this fall and spread back on the land. So that will be the aim, and so I'll be trying to keep a record of the quantity of stuff that has come out of it. The stream behind us comes from the field where the cows are, which is not near the road or anything else, and it's just fed out of the land, brings out land. Whereas this stream this side comes from the pond we were at above, the settlement area, and again, it's a lot cleaner than it used to be. And to me, that's down entirely to the actions we've taken above, and hopefully we can improve those actions now going forward. But even here in that bit of a pond, the water's quite clean. Well, there is some sediment there, but it's still clean. Yeah, so you have them here. And apparently these are all indicators of your water quality. We try to keep the hedgerows kind of not trimmed too tight and try and let the briars and furze come through. They try to come in, kind of an A shape, that they're not too boxy and can take in the bottom. You can see that one, it's not too bad there in the bottom. They can get very narrow or very open if you don't keep the sunlight hitting them, The field here is multi-species, down to multi-species 3 years ago, and at first we had a good thick sort of your chicory, your plantains. Clover was under pressure down here, all right. The Timothy grass and that did survive, but with the last 2 wet year, it has got a fair trampling towards last fall and this spring, with the result a lot of the species have gone out. But the field still remains somewhat drier than the ones beside it, which are still in conventional grass as we know it, or the traditional grass reseeds. And we think it is down to the work that the roots are doing under the ground and have done under the ground. So the next challenge with the multi-species is can we get your chicory, your plantains and all back into it every couple of years, just to try and keep that structure in the soil improving. Yeah, the plant here, well, noticed it about 3 or 4 years ago. It's quite unusual, I haven't seen it before, but I'm told it's a native Irish thistle. It comes out in a lovely kind of purpley blossom. The bees seem to love it. So I just popped the wire to keep the cows back and let it do its own thing. It grows quite tall. This is where we planted our first grove of native trees under the glass scheme. We put in birch, Scots pine and mountain ash, and it's coming through fairly nicely. It's only there about 6-7 years, so it's doing quite well, I think. We did put in bat boxes under the glass scheme, and you'll see from the boxes here, if you look up you'll see where they have been in use. And of course, as part of the EIP programme, we did find a roost of bats in the house below, and the house in the dwelling house. There was 50 bats came out of it, and between the stream below and Ballymoney I think it's 7 species of bats were found of the Irish list of bats that we have. Just an interesting area up here. I suppose when I look back at the journey I as a farmer has come through, where has been focused on production, and now the focus has become on nature. Will the return for investing in nature yield a similar kind of benefit to the farmer as the return of production? And I just hope it will, like, you know, because I do believe the will is there in the farmer. It won't be that will won't be lost on the farmer, and is the rest of society willing to back him up on that journey?